What is going on, guys? Wonderman Boxing here. Today we're going to talk about something very special, something that has been brewing in the media world, and that is a potential fight, a possible fight between the hitman, Lions Only, Jermall Charlo versus Caleb Plant, Sweet Hands Plant. Wow. This is a hell of a fight. This is a very competitive, exciting fight. This is definitely a fight that I will buy, I would watch. It don't matter where it is. It don't matter if it's on pay-per-view. Sign me up. I'll watch this fight. And I know a lot of boxing fans out there are excited about this one if it does happen. Now let's break it down. Obviously, I think this fight will happen at 168 pounds. That means that Jermall Charlo will have to go up in weight to 168 pounds from 160. I personally think that shouldn't be a problem for Jermall Charlo. You know, Jermall Charlo is not a small dude. You know, he's pretty built and he's pretty big and tall for 160. As far as for Caleb Plant, you know, he's just coming off of a loss against Canelo Alvarez. You know, he was going for undisputed. He came off short. He still put up a hell of a fight, and he got stopped in the 11th round. You know, there's no shame in that. You lost against the pound-for-pound king. But Caleb Plant can always take a loss and bounce back and become better and make adjustments and just become overall a better boxer. You know, Canelo Alvarez did the same thing when he fought Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. And he made some adjustments. He took it serious, and now look at where he's at. He's the face of boxing. So Caleb Plant can do the same. He can bounce back. Now, this fight shouldn't be a problem. You know, both guys want it. Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo. In Canelo's fight, before the fight, Jermall Charlo had a confrontation with Caleb Plant where he came up to him and he said, I want you to get this. I know you're going to get this fight. Unfortunately, he came out short. But then afterwards, Caleb Plant said, I'll see you soon, you and me. So that means that Caleb Plant wants this fight, and Jermall Charlo wants the fight as well. I don't think he's going to turn down a Caleb Plant fight. So that's what makes it exciting. On the side of that, I personally think that this puts pressure on a potential showdown with Canelo Alvarez if Jermall Charlo wants to get that fight with Canelo Alvarez. Now, we already know that Canelo Alvarez can do whatever the hell he wants. You know what I mean? He calls the shots. He could do whatever he wants. He might be having plans to go undisputed at 175 pounds. But look, catch my drift here. What I'm trying to say is that this puts pressure on Canelo Alvarez because do you guys remember, and it's all going to make sense, do you guys remember when we all wanted to watch the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, and we were waiting and anxious to want to watch that fight? Do you remember that Manny Pacquiao was fighting all of Mayweather's past opponents that Mayweather beat? Do you guys remember that? It was the Oscar De La Hoya, the Miguel Cotto, the Marquez, the Shane Mosley, the Ricky Hatton, and the list goes on. Now, I'm not saying that Jermall Charlo has to fight all of Canelo Alvarez's past opponents, but one at least. And what better way to beat Caleb Plant? See what I mean? So then what happened with the Pacquiao and Mayweather? Then that fight actually happened. You know, it put pressure, it made it more exciting, brought more money. You know what I mean? But for Charlo, all he has to do is just this one fight and could put pressure on Canelo for Canelo to have a showdown with him. Plus, Canelo Alvarez already said that he's willing to fight him, that he's a person that he has on his list. And obviously, Jermall Charlo wants to fight Canelo Alvarez as well, right? And the most amazing thing about it is that they're both in their prime right now. You know, they're both in their early 30s. This will be a tremendous showdown. But if Jermall Charlo is able to get past Caleb Plant, which I personally think is not going to be an easy fight. Who wins that fight? I don't know. I have it as a 50-50 fight. But that's what I'm trying to say, guys, is that I'm just using Pacquiao and Mayweather's analogy for Jermall Charlo to fight Caleb Plant, beat Caleb Plant, and potentially have a showdown against Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Who wins the fight between Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo? Who wins that fight? I want to know your thoughts in the comments section, and I want to know what you guys think about that. With that being said, I'm out.